Greetings, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and welcome to this week's fun short video of the week. And today I wanted to venture somewhere that I have never ventured before. It was done by request, and that was going through the r/ConfidentlyIncorrect subreddit. I've never actually looked in this Reddit before, and I have no idea why, because it was a lot of fun. So if you enjoy this video, please do not forget to leave a like and let me know if you want to see me venture here again for another one of these short videos. And also do not forget to hit subscribe. Over 50% of you are regular viewers but are not subscribed, and I would love if you did. I would love to see you again. I am here 3 times a week. I'm also trying to hit 500k subscribers by the end of the year, so I genuinely, greatly, truly appreciate any support. Let's have a look at some people being just confidently incorrect. They come onto the internet and they say stuff that is just like so not true, but they say it like they know what they're talking about. And honestly, I could just play you like a full Ben Shapiro video right now, but that's for a not Wednesday. Today we're looking at people saying stupid shit predominantly on Twitter, because people on Twitter are really fucking stupid. I'm saying this as someone who spends a lot of time on Twitter. So first up, we have someone saying, there has never been another nation that has ever existed much beyond 250 years. Not a single one. America's 250th year is 2025. The next 4 years are going to be pretty interesting considering everything that's already been said. And the comment is just, my local pub is older than your country. What a ridiculous thing to say. What are you basing this off of? How do you just pull shit like this out of your ass? Like, I'm baffled by this. Because firstly, your country is a lot older than that. People have been living there for a very long time. You're counting this specifically from when white people invaded and took over, which, yikes. And even then, yeah, regardless, if we're going for how old a country is based on how long white people have been there, and you're just ignoring all of Europe, where do you think the people came from? Like, come on, man. Come on. Use your brain for 2 seconds. Let me say, though, as someone who lives in London and lived in New Zealand prior, like, it is wild how old shit is here. Like, there's so much old buildings. You're just around architecture that is, like, hundreds of years old constantly, and it's wild. It's impressive to me how old buildings are and how long they last, because buildings are not built to last anymore. Someone tweeted, ma'am, Canada didn't even fight in World War II, so maybe sit this one out. And Community Notes said, Canada joined the World War II war effort September 10th, 1939. The US joined the war effort in December of 1941, with 2 sources. I love Community Notes on Twitter. Elon Musk has fucked Twitter. Like, the search function used to be incredible. I used to search for things on Twitter before I went anywhere else. It was so helpful. The app itself, the functionality was better, the algorithm was better, everything was better. But, Community Notes, God tier feature. I fucking love Community Notes so much. This is a reason why. They just really call out people who are saying fucking stupid shit. And it's brilliant. Another example of this, and the even better example of why I love Community Notes so much, is the next few. Okay, so here, Popbase tweeted, Bad Bunny has endorsed Kamala Harris. And this account called Poppy replied, he's not even American. Community Notes said, Puerto Ricans are American citizens. Poppy says, community noting a comment is so fucking weird. Oh my god, y'all so obsessed with me. Community Notes said, correction, we are not obsessed with you. We are just preventing the spread of misinformation. Learn more about Community Notes here. Poppy, my original comment is correct. He is not American. He is Puerto Rican. Once again, Puerto Ricans are American citizens. Then there was a tweet saying, without Googling, name the famous historic battle. And Poppy tweeted the Puerto Rican flag and an American passport. And Community Notes said, Puerto Ricans are United States citizens. As such, all Puerto Ricans who carry a passport carry a United States passport as shown in the picture. There is no battle or contradiction, with 2 links. I love having a fight with Community Notes. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. This shit is my favorite thing. My favorite thing ever, like my favorite part about so many tweets is just the Community Notes. The amount of like tweets that go viral, which is just a screenshot of another tweet being like the Community Note, is God tier. I love community notes. They are my best friend. They make everything 10 times funnier. This included. Like, this is fucking hilarious. Because this entire argument had to happen with just her replying to herself and then other random people coming in to put a note on top of her tweet. That's so funny. And then the fact that obviously she didn't even click on the links to fact check the community note. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. One of the best parts of Twitter. So, you know, this brought me entertainment. Because, girl, you've been given the information like 4 times now. Please. Oh my god, I didn't even go to the last one, which just says, Puerto Rico is not part of America, Puerto Rico is not part of America, Puerto Rico is not part of America, 7 times, with the Puerto Rican flag with a cross through it, and community notes said, Puerto Rico on July 25th, 1952, attained a full measure of self-government consistent with Puerto Rico's status as a territory of the United States. Puerto Rico is a US territory, therefore making its citizens Americans and thus part of America. I just love that she was given this information multiple times and just continued to be like, no, no. Even though literally the information was given to her as well as links to check it, but she just ran with it. She's like, I am correct. I don't care. I don't care what the law says. I don't care about anything else. I am right. You were wrong. And fighting with community notes. This is a quote from Joe Biden that says, 1 in 1,000 African Americans has been killed because of the coronavirus. And someone replied, so 0.001% is a horrifying stat. Thank God I'm a math major. Do people not understand how numbers work? That number sounds amazing to me. Only 0.001% have died? And someone replied, 1 out of 1 is 100%. 1 out of 10 is 10%. 1 out of 100 is 1%. 1 out of 1,000 is 0.1%. If you're a math major, you might want to drop out, bro. Yeah, that's really embarrassing. You get the dot and you move it from the back. The dot's not by the 1. The dot's at the end of the zeros. That's where you're moving it from. Like, that's like the basic thing you learn in maths, right? If you're dividing something by 1,000, you move the dot. Every 0, you move the dot a 0, you know? I don't know how you messed up such basic maths if you were supposedly a maths major, but yeah, you might want to be rethinking that degree because I don't think maths is for you. Rocks don't reflect light, neither does the moon. And there's a photo of a rock. And they captioned it, the moon is not a reflector. It emits its own light. It's not rock and you cannot land on it. Now ask yourself, what else am I being lied to about? And once again, they were community noted that said, this rock is literally reflecting light. Things can be seen because they reflect light. And like, it's so embarrassing for them because yeah, this photo of a rock is literally reflecting light. Like you can see the side that's shadowed and the side that has light on it too. Like this looks like exactly what the moon looks like when it's hit by the sun at a specific angle. Like if anything, they are proving the point that the moon reflects light. What do they think the moon is if not a rock? Do they think it's another star? Like, is it just the sun behind a wall? Like, what do you think the moon is if it's not a rock? And how do you think it emits its own light? I have questions about your thoughts. Do you know what Trinity means? It means a solid group of people. It means 3. It could mean 3. It could also mean 4, 5, or 6. You're being sarcastic, right? The prefix tri means 3. Not always does the tri in the word field trip mean you're going on 3 field trips. Don't always believe prefixes. Separating the word trip into tri and p is so funny. Like, that's actually so fucking funny. That's beautiful. Tri p. That's... Trip is the prefix tri and the letter p. That's fucking hilarious. That brings me great joy. That's so funny. My god. Here's a fun... We were speaking about the moon a moment ago. Here's a fun video about the moon.
Like, that thing's giant. How many times bigger is it than Earth? Like...
The moon?
Yeah.
No, not bigger.
Yeah, it is.
The moon? Nah.
You just said you're so into it and you don't know that the moon's bigger than Earth.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it is.
The cat. The way the cat was edited into that is foul. That's so funny. Oh my god, that was perfect. The editor, props to you. Girl, how are we thinking that the moon is bigger than the earth? We learned that in like year 2, possibly earlier. Like, I need you to take a moment. How are we a grown adult thinking that the moon is bigger than the earth? I'm concerned. I'm concerned. You just said you're really into it, but you don't know that the moon is bigger than the earth. Golly. He was very graceful about this. She almost convinced him that he was wrong. I like him having a moment of like, am I stupid? No, you're not. She just, I don't know. I don't know how she came to this conclusion or how we got here, but this is really embarrassing for her. Open the schools! OMG, as a nurse, I can't even tell you how many men were shocked that urinary catheters indeed are not placed in the vagina. Yes, there are 3 holes. And someone replied, the vagina is all the holes, you ignorant fool. The vagina has the whole area in the crouch, including all of the holes. That is what they taught us in sex ed in school, and I will believe a teacher over some idiot on the internet. Firstly, love calling a nurse an idiot on the internet. Secondly, bro, I don't think that's what you were taught in sex ed. Unless, like, English is not your first language, in which case maybe you've been mistranslated at some point. But even then, it's like, I was like, maybe you've been mistranslated and think, like, vulva and vagina are the same thing. But even then, that doesn't include your entire crotch area, because your anus is not included in your vulva. So, like, I don't really know where the mistranslation would have come from or how you've come to this place, but I promise you that I think that your teacher did not teach you that, and if they did, they should not be a health teacher, like, at all. That's not something they should be doing with their lives. This is a comment saying a list of all the groups of people that Nazis hated. Well, he hated Jews and Romani and gay/trans people and black people and Slavs and communists and anarchists and the Swiss later in the war. Not even a comprehensive list. The Nazis hated a lot of people. I don't think there were any gays back then. Didn't gays start during the Biden's administration? Edit. Okay, maybe not during Biden's administration, but in 2010s or 2000s at the most. Hopefully I stopped getting downvoted. If you're joking, remember to add stuff like /s. If you think I'm going to believe they were gay/trans in the 1920s, then you must have lost your mind. Imagine, like, what world do you live in where you think that everyone was like cis-het until the 2000s, suddenly gay people started popping up out of nowhere? Bro. What? If you think I'm gonna believe you that gay people used to exist, you're out of your mind. I, like, sometimes just don't have words. Like, this is so confidently incorrect to, like, what do you even say to these people? You know? Like, what can I say to you? Because you're obviously, like, past ignorant to the point of, like, being genuinely, willfully fucking stupid. Like, bro, what do you mean? Obviously, gay people have always existed. Why would gay people just, like, suddenly start existing? What do you think happened before? Like, I have so many questions. I'm so confused as to how you've lived your life this long without having any understanding of how anything works. Because, what? Please pick up a history book. Read any book, actually. Google things sometimes and talk to people. Like, look at the history of Pride. At the very least, bro, don't speak on shit that you don't have any understanding. Can you shut the fuck up? Oh my god. This has been fun. I enjoyed laughing at people being fucking stupid. It was a good time for me. I hope that you had a good time also. If you did, please do not forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. A massive thank you to my Kiwi Cat patron. Bobby, Ellie, Chris, Samuel, Knitting Menace, Radsack, Mr. Noodle, Lady Nutbar, Ella, Queen Glimmer, River, Phenomenally, Jesse, Phil the Duck, Uh-Oh, It's Craiglow, Blaze, Blue Kitsune 24, M.A. Ping the Games, Joy, L. James D, Prismatic, and Beckett. I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you would like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/savvycat or click the top link in the description. For only £1 a month, you get my videos 1 to 5 days early and completely ad-free, and And then for £3 and up, you get things such as outtakes, live streams, vlogs, and more. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, The Queer Kiwi, and Twitter, That Queer Kiwi. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah.
When you close your eyes, you